Hello lovelies, hello friends, hello family, welcome back to my channel. I'm holding a crochet basket weave purse in my hands, and this is the next project I would love to share with you. It was a really unplanned project, and in the next page you see me with a lot of yarns where I don't even know which one to pick, but in the end I was able to come out with this beautiful purse. And this is to tell you that you don't need that many kind of yarns to do something really as simple as this. And so this stitch is also a very thick stitch where you can make jackets out of, you can make purses like I've made now, you can make jackets, you can make pants. So those people living in the cold areas are going to benefit more if they are able to learn this kind of stitch and try something on your own. You can even make blankets because it's a thick yarn. Now you'd also see that since it's an unplanned work, I'm just trying to be real with you here. From the beginning, I didn't even know I'll be attaching, or I'll be adding this lining, but I decided to just add a lining, and it was done off camera. Okay, this part here, and then even this tassel, yeah. But the whole idea is to be able to know how to just start it and then end somewhere in the middle, or I think I'll be doing it up to this part, and then from here, because it's the same pattern I'll be using till I get to this part, and then I'll finish off with a double crochet. Okay, beginners would benefit from this, but those that will benefit more are going to be advanced learners. Okay, yes. So I'm just trying to be truthful here so that when you start to watch, you will not be doubting like what is happening. Yes, so please sit tight, get your yarns. You don't need the same kind of yarn. If you can do this with any kind of yarn, and just get settled and get your hooks, and let's start something. Yeah, so these are the materials. Okay, these are the yarns I'll be using, and still not sure which one to pick. Don't worry, let me explain. I know you by now, you're asking what's this mess. So they are leftovers from projects I have done in the past, and you can see that this was a project I started, I didn't finish, and I'm like, okay, so let me stop and do something else. This one too. And so they are quite a mess, which is normal to every crocheter. Yeah, so whilst I move on, I'll be picking colors. I may not use all of them, yeah, and I would have to do this with you so you get to know which color specifically I'll be using, so don't worry. Yeah, so these are the yarns. They are all Starlight yarns, and it's polypropylene, 100% polypropylene, so it's a sister to polyester yarn. And the next thing I'll be using is, of course, my crochet, my hook. Did I say crochet? My hook is 2.10 millimeter, and then obviously I'll be using zip, but I may change the color as time goes on. Okay, but I just wanted you to understand that I'll be using a zip. Okay, and then also yeah, this big eye opener, open needle, and my sewing needle as well, and then my what's the name of this? Let me know in the comment section. I have forgotten, sorry guys. I don't know if it's tension or something. Stoppers, right? Or what's the name? This is stoppers. Let me know the name, please. I think I'm tensed. I don't know what's going on with me. And then my thread, these are sewing threads. Like I said, I'll be changing the color of this, so don't worry about it. This is white and this is black. I'll not be using them, but just to have an idea of what I'm going to do, that's why I'm showing it. So let me show you this real quick. It's also part of the material. So this is the handle of the bag. It's a lighter golden color, and also these are also hooks that are going to help to hold the bag with the hand. Yeah, so I'm going to start with the pink color, or the pink yarn. So you start off with a simple slip knot, and this is also a beginner friendly. Now if you've not yet checked the how to start a simple basket weave, please check from my other or from the last updated tutorial, okay, so that before you start with this one, okay, in case you want to give it a try, yeah, so that you get a better understanding. Yeah, so I'm going to make multiples of 8, so it's going to be 8 times 6. 6 will be 48 plus 7. Okay, so I'll start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have 48 here, so 48 plus 7 plus 7. So 48 plus 7 is 55. So 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Yeah, so I'm going to use a double crochet. That's a US term, double crochet, and I'll start in the third chain from the hook. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yarn over, go through the third chain. And another thing is that, let me say this before I continue, I'm not good at counting chains. Okay, I think it's just boring, I don't know, but I'm really careful when I'm crocheting. Okay, so in case maybe you are wondering, I'm not the kind of person that you have to find out the number of chains, the number of double crochets I've made, and when you get to the end you have total is this, total. Really, if you are you are looking out for these things, I'm not the kind of person. Please, so please, let's just pay attention and see what goes on. Okay, yeah, so no. Now let me take this again. Yarn over, push through the third chain, pull through 3 loops, pull through 2 loops, and then 1. And the second, and third. So you're going to work double crochet until the end. Yeah, so this is also the first row, but it's just only the first half of the first row. So you're going to work along as well to the end here, and that would be the end of the first row actually. So doing this part, okay, now I'm going to put or work double crochets, 4 double crochets through this chain here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then each and every chain is going to be a double crochet. Just make sure whilst you move, you hide the tail, okay, the tail of the yarn. Yeah, so I'll meet you back at the end of the first row. Yeah, so I'm on the last part of the first row. I'm going to work 4 double crochet as well on this last chain here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3, and then 4. Okay, then you work 1 double crochet on the next one. I hope I did the right thing. I think my last double crochet is in another chain. Let's see. Yeah, supposed to be here. Yeah, then I work another double crochet in the next chain. Then I put my marker here. So this is a marker. Yes, like I said, I forgot how to call it. So this is called a marker. Okay, and then we continue with a double crochet. So this is row 2 actually. Okay, this is the second row. The row 2 begins after the marker. Okay, then so it's all double crochet till row 2 ends. So row 2 actually end here. Okay, it's all double crochet. Even when you get to you know, the corner where there's there are 4 double crochets in one chain, you still put one double crochet until you get to the end. Okay, yeah, so I'll meet you back in the last end of row 2. So row 2 is almost closed, so I'll just remove this marker here, then work another double crochet. Yeah, so I've put back my marker, guys, and this marker is going to tell us when we have to stop or begin a row. All right, now I have already started. Now let me do it again for you to see. So this is a 3rd row. Okay, and with this 3rd row we're going to start the stitches itself, which is a basket weave. Okay, so I'm going to chain 2, and then also every double crochet you see on the 2nd row stands for a pillar or a post, and it is on these pillars that we're going to build our basket weave. Now you're going to hear a lot of front pillar, back pillar. So this is what we mean by front pillar, like that. Okay, and this is the back pillar. So when you see the hook going through the pillars or the post like that, it means it's a front pillar. Now if you should see that the hook goes at the back like that, it means it's a back pillar. Okay, so this is what the basket weave is made of, and that's how we go. Okay, so from the beginning I'm going to go through front pillars. Okay, 4 front pillars or 4 front posts. So watch how I do it. We still yarn over. We are still using the double crochet. I yarn over and I go through this front post or pillar like so. And then I take another one again. And the 3rd one. And the 4th one. So in the end, your front pillar should be looking like this. Okay, now let me work from the back pillars or posts. Okay, so if you are new and you are trying to do this, let's see how easy it's going to be. We turn our work like that, looking at the back, so that it's going to be much easier for you. We pick it up like this. Okay, one. Just make sure you don't miss any pillar. 2, and then 3, 4. So this is your back pillar as well. It's also 4, and then this is 4 as well. The front pillars are 4, the back pillars are also 4. So the next 4 is also going to be front pillars as well. Yeah, so the next is going to be front pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then back post. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, so you're going to go like this until you get to the last end. Okay, and then we begin row 4. All right, so I'll meet you back in the end. So welcome back, guys. Your work should be looking like this after you are done. Okay, and when you get to the end, you realize that there's this, you would have to make 3, or you have to make 4 last back posts. Okay, so I'll finish this. Let me remove this marker here. Then I'll make 1 last back post on the side. Okay, yeah, so before I start with a new row, or row 4, I would like to start with a new color, the light pink. Yes, but I have there's this thing I do now with this kind of yarns. I like to burn them together, melt them together. This way they keep, or they last longer, rather than me yarning, crocheting yarns and hiding them in between. I feel like they are going to just slip off. Yes, I tried before and it didn't work for me that way, so I always like to burn them together. So let me do this for you to understand what I mean. So I'm going to do a half double crochet and then start with a new row, right? So as I explained earlier, I think this length is quite okay for this, so I would bend them together. Now if you have a new method of doing this, is fine, okay, when you want to change colors. But with this kind of yarn, I think melting them together is the best for me, because I used to use them a lot. Yeah, so if there's any method you would want me to learn, let me know in the comment section, okay, please. Yeah, so I burn them together. This might not be the right thing to do, but I feel at this time it's quite safe. Yeah, so if there's anything you want me to change, let me know, okay, in the comment section. Yeah, so I'm going to make a half double crochet and then start with a new row. All right, then I make a half double crochet like that. The knot is blocking, but it's okay, we manage. Like this, okay, it's better. So I'm going to make 2. So I started with a new yarn. Okay, so 1, I'll make 2 chains at the top, and then I start with a new row. So this is row 5, row 4, sorry. So now with this row, we're going to repeat row 3. Okay, this row 4, we're going to repeat row 3, so it's still going to be a front post or front pillar. We're going to still make double crochets or front posts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then the back post like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this continues until you get to the end. Front post, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you're going to continue until you get to the final stage here. Let me put my marker. I'll be able to see, but you know, just remind me that I have to start a new row. So yeah, so this is it, guys. I'll meet you in the end. Row 4 is done, and it's getting nice and nice after every row. Yeah, I'm going to start with row 5, and with row 5 now I have just finished with the half double crochet. Okay, and then I chained 2 like I do always whenever I start with a new row. Yeah, so with the row 5, now you're not going to repeat. It's going to be an opposite of this post, the front post. So you're going to do a back post from here. Instead of continuing with this, you're going to do a back post. Okay, like that. The back post is always challenging, but you'll get over it soon, don't worry. And the last one. Like that. Okay, and then so this is a back post from row 4, so you're going to do a front post here. Just make sure your double crochets are you know, just right. It's not too tight, it's not too loose as well, so that you can have, because this is a purse. Okay, So this is how your work is going to look like. It's going to be something similar like this. Let me make the last post and then I continue from here. So from here, this is a front post from row 4. It's going to be a back post on row 5. So guys, I'm going to make more rows, okay, but it's going to be the same situation. If you don't understand, please play back and I believe you would find it quite easier. And so I'll get back to you when I have built more rows. I don't know the number of rows I'm going to get, but I'll get back to you after. It's just a repetition, okay, so please play back in case you are lost, and then I'll meet you. Hello lovelies, welcome back. Yes, so this is how far I've come with the bag. So the length at the moment is 27 centimeters, which is still going to remain 27 centimeters, and the width is for now 15 centimeters. At the moment we have a dark pink and a lighter pink, so I'll be finishing off with a double crochet, though it wasn't part of the plan, but I think it's going to you know, be nice to you know, stop with the basket weave and continue with the double crochet just to end it off. So I'm going to build about, say, 5 more double crochets or less, let's see, and then I'll get back to you. But let me show you what I have for now, or how to start a double crochet. Yes, so this is how I ended. Now if you've been following me, you know that I ended with a half double crochet. It's still going to remain half double crochet because I don't want to, you know, change the ending point. So we continue like that. Now you should know that, or if you've been following me, I was adding 2 chains before I started with the basket weave, so I'm going to make 2 more double crochets here just to fill up the space. Then I continue in every chain to double crochet. So I'm using the white yarn. From the beginning I showed you a lot of yarns, and then I wasn't sure of which color I'm going to use. So actually it's not a very planned work. That is why things are like this, but you should forgive me for this. And so this project is actually quite advanced, not really a beginner friendly. Beginners can also learn from this, but it's going to be quite difficult in case you don't know how to do the double crochet stuff. So I thought it was going to be all basket weave, but I'm like, no, let me just see if, since I'm ending off, I can finish off with a double crochet and then, you know, attach my zip and the inner as well. The inner I didn't show you, but I think I added it on your screens as white zip and inner lining. You get to know how things are done in the end, so please stay with me, okay? So I finished 1 row of double crochet. I would end this row and continue with the next row of double crochet. Yes. So it still be a double crochet. I'll just, before I wanted to continue with the half double crochet, but I think since I'm doing a double crochet, it should also be a double crochet. So this is where I end it. It's not going to be a slip stitch yet. It's still going to be a double crochet, and then after I put my marker and continue, so I don't forget. So like I mentioned, I'm going to make about, say, 5 or less, or if I should make more, I'll let you know as well. So just keep watching. I'm still using the same hook, okay? I have not changed anything. So I'll see you after some more rows, okay? I think I'm going to stop on the third row. Yeah, so I'll close this row from here and just remove. So I have finally finished the bag, and so the tail of the working thread should be secured, and I'm doing so with the help of the big eye needle. I'll be going through some of the stitches, and then finally, I won't cut the rest off. I would have to leave it inside the lining because I'm planning to add a line into the bag. Yeah. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. I'm going to leave this in, okay, and then I would be sewing or adding my inner and then my zip. So it's going to be at the back of the inner or inside the inner, okay. So in the end, this is how this looks like. I mean, I think if you don't add the any lining to it, it will still look great, so this is our bag, guys, and I'll show you how my zip and my lining looks like. Yeah, hello guys, so let me gist you on what is happening. So here there's a zipper, a white zipper, which I know I didn't show you. I showed you a darker zipper, and so I had to change it to suit the color of the yarn here. And I also didn't show you the lining, and so this is a lighter pink lining, which also goes so well with the bag, okay. Yes, so I think I had to just put it out there for you to read that I was going to add a whiter lining, a whiter zip, and a lighter lining, okay, or a lining. Yeah, so it's all sewed up to the zipper, and I have only I'm only supporting this lining with the help of the ball pin here. Yeah, so what will happen next is that I will just have to hand sew it to the purse or the back here, and then that'll be all. But I'll be doing that off camera, okay. So I would have a tutorial where I'll be doing that, but not today. I would see, I don't know the timing. I would see how else I can do. Now, to surprise you, I'm also a beginner on how I use a machine to sew this up. I'm also a beginner, and so I can hand sew but not using machine. I also tried this, and I think I did quite well. What do you think? So I'll see you after I have hand sewed this to the purse, okay. See you. And it's all done, guys. I'm loving this look. I mean, look at that. You know, the best part is about the sewing. So because I wasn't that sure, but I think I did quite well, though it's not very perfect, but I think I did quite well. And so the measurements of this whole situation here, so the width is about 27 centimeters, and the length, so this is the width, and then the length measures up to 16 centimeters. Yes, so you can make one for yourself, guys. And I also added a tassel, which I did off camera, a gorgeous tassel, with a white yarn. So you just have to just open like that, and you just add it up to your bag, and you are good to go. So I'm just trying to find one double crochet to just add, and voila, look at that. It's so gorgeous, man, so gorgeous. So I wanted to attach my handle, you know, my metallic handle. I thought I could use this was the only solution, but I just realized it's also okay to just, like that. So I have attached the handles to the purse or the bag, and this looks gorgeous. Now I'll wear this for you to see. Handles are not too long or too short, they are just perfect for my height, and I'm loving this. The color is also very nice on my skin, and looking at the length, you can easily cross over, on your shoulders. It can also do just fine without the handles, and look at that, it's so gorgeous. I'd like you to try this at home with your yarns. You don't need the same kind of yarn, okay? Keep the comments coming in, and like, share, subscribe. I will see you on my next tutorial. Have a nice time. Bye bye.